to the next part, I will do the next part of explain a little bit these different flows, these new flows of decentralized cooperation, South-South, triangular, and all these different designs. But as Sogen mentioned before, the reality is a little bit more messy than that, and I will, according to my own experience, I will try to think about how this happened, at least in my experience, and what we tried to describe the mechanism on the module. So thinking about the principles of SDGs, imagine here that you are a mayor, for instance, and that you have a lot of popular demands in several areas: waste management, sanitation, education, health, but you have like a limited budget to accomplish all that. What you're gonna do? Like, you can make promises, you can lie, you can spend all the money that you have in a big infrastructure work that everyone can see, while everyone is still knocking on the city hall doors. Or you can open the doors of the city hall, ask the people to get in, you can explain the budget to the population and let they decide what they'll do first with the money that you already have. You already know this experience of participatory budget. It has been transferred as a public policy around the world, not only global South, but also in the global North. And I will use that because I think it's a way to see the things, and the public policy is very similar to the decentralized cooperation among South local governments. Imagine here that you are an international relations secretary, and you also have a lot of demands. You have the political priorities of your mayor, you have the city councilors asking you to do explanations, asking if what you do is political tourism. You are spending public money on international trips. They want to see concrete results of your cooperation. Local universities want to study the effectiveness of your policies. They want to create indicators. Civil society organizations want to dialogue with you. Citizens, they don't understand what you do. Also during the participatory budget plenaries, all the secretaries of your municipality want your help to funding, to find good practices, partnerships. If you do this with one, all the secretaries also want your help with that. So what you're gonna do? You will look for the first opportunity to international funding for anything, no matter what, just to justify the importance of your and the existence of your area, or you're gonna make the people that are demanding to participate and do what you can do with what you have. So we already seen with Jean-Baptiste, Boris, Sarah, Pablo, and Amandine told us. This is a process that is a very complex and historical process that is leading us to these SDGs conceptions to make of decentralized, to the making of decentralized corporations. But I would like to also to stress here the importance of local governments, associations, and networks. That there are great spaces of participation and sharing know-how. So the example that we have given on the module is from the Mercocidades network that I participated a lot, which is basically a network of decentralized cooperation of cities from South America. Of course, there's a strong heritage here from the Urbao project with Barcelona and the Observatory of Decentralized Cooperation. But the Mercocidades network, they gather the cities once a year to decide what are the main topics of cooperation, and the cities themselves, they organize themselves to do this decentralized cooperation. A city is chosen to be the coordinator in one topic. There are more than 20 thematic units of decentralized cooperation, and the coordination of the city that coordinates this topic during that year, they is responsible to organize themselves to meet and to share the public policies. So a lot of common projects, decentralized cooperation, they were developed and they are developed this way. And I have here a lot of examples to give you if we have more time in the future. But just to think that this is the logic that goes with the South-South cooperation. You do cooperation with another global South city, considering the resources that you have and the twinning cities sometimes, or the partnerships that you are able to do, and the local governance associations, they have this great importance. And you do the same thing and the same logic with also the global North partners that you have. So I was thinking here about one partnership that was born from the experiences, for instance, that a city that I worked with in Brazil, that we already knew a city from France, for instance, because of a twinning that we have from the local periphery forum that is inspired the same group in UCLG, Guarulhos with Nanterre, for instance. And then this led us to participate on the dialogue of Brazil and French cities, and that led us to know the experience of Seine-Saint-Denis department on water treatment and sanitation. And we already had the twinning with the city of Maputo, and the Seine-Saint-Denis had the twinning with Matola, and then in Mozambique they also they are in the same metropolitan area of Maputo. And then from this partnership of the local periphery cities with Nanterre, and then with Seine-Saint-Denis in water management, and their partnership with Mozambican cities, and from what we had with Mozambican cities in UCLG too, in other areas, we started to think of a common cooperation of these 4 cities, and that created a cooperation in another topic, and in solid waste treatment in the metropolitan area of Maputo and Matola. This led in the future to another project of triangular cooperation with UCLG in several other areas. So I'm just giving here some examples that in reality, sometimes the typologies, they are built in a richer and very complex way. But I believe the South-South cooperation has this capacity and this innovative way of doing decentralized cooperation, which is very aligned to the SDGs principles, and very sometimes in a very horizontal way, and can inspire us to do also different possibilities of decentralized cooperation. I don't know if I have that many time, but we can also discuss further in the future.